Student loan debt in this country is now bigger than credit card debt. For the first time ever, student loan debt is likely to top $1 trillion this year. With that bachelor's diploma comes some pretty serious student loan bills. Here with me now, personal finance authors Terry Savage and Lynette Calfani-Cox. Welcome, both of you. I'm so excited to talk to you about this because this mountain of debt it's a real concern for kids, especially without a big, robust jobs market to go into. Terry, I wanted to show you the statistic. As the economy has turned, families are struggling to pay for that degree. 2/3 of bachelor's degree recipients in 2008 graduated with debt. That's up from about half in 1993. Are we not saving enough, or is an education out of the reach of middle-class Americans?
It's a combination of things. I think what we have here is a very quiet credit crisis compared to the mortgage crisis, which we can see in foreclosures. But of course, you can't default on student loan debt, so people just struggle. And the same things that led to the mortgage crisis, relatively easy credit, Congress pushing that out there, and the banks being willing to lend because these were safe loans, burdened a lot of families with loans that they couldn't afford. They didn't realize how it was piling up. Combination of graduating without a job and having these big repayments due is a burden that will change lives for a whole generation.
Think of that, 2/3. Go ahead.
Sure. Well, you can default. I think she was saying about they don't have anything they can take back from you, like a mortgage, like a home. I know that's what you.
It's not discharged in bankruptcy, and if you haven't repaid your student loans by the time you're an old person, they'll garnish your Social Security.
They follow you forever.
Exactly.
This is debt that will follow you forever.
That's right. And when you think about it, also the government is cutting back on things like Pell Grants. In Congress now they're talking about doing that, and so that means more people are taking on student loans.
Right.
And then, of course, the price tag of a college education has just skyrocketed over the past decade. So you combine all that with families not saving enough, and that's why we've got this big student loan debt crisis.
Let's talk, ladies, about how much kids are taking out. Last year, graduates who took out loans left college with an average of $24,000 in debt, and those students are not alone. Take a listen to what maybe the most famous student loan holder had to say.
Another thing that Michelle and I shared is that we left school with a mountain of debt. Michelle, I know, had at least $60,000. I had at least $60,000. So when we got together, we had a lot of loans to pay.
And they paid them off, Lynette, but they did it by the book, by book royalties, by paying it off with the first book deal. A lot of Americans don't have a book deal that they can rely on. They're trying to make $50,000 a year if they're lucky, and you can't pay $24,000 easily with that.
That's right. We're going to get to the situation where people just won't be able to afford to pay off their student loan debt. The president has admitted that it took
9 or 10 years
exactly to pay off his. And right now, if you look at the statistics, the average loan repayment period is about 15 years. A lot of students aren't doing the 10-year repayment plan, and it's taking longer than ever. So this is a really important topic.